This episode is sponsored by Honey and Raycon.
Raycon. Here's a name that we haven't heard in a while. Clive Palmer.
Almost a blessing that we haven't heard it.
Yeah, it's been so long, in fact, since we discussed Australia's weirdest and most disliked billionaire? I mean, yeah, I guess he is a billionaire. He wasn't for a few years, but now he is. But anyway, it's been so long since we discussed Clive Palmer that the channel that we first covered him on no longer exists.
Wow, we've done 2 episodes like that in 1 week.
Although this one, the episode is out there.
Yeah.
If you search for it. Yeah, Clive Palmer's back in the news for a very fun, very dumb, self-owned situation. In short, an Australian YouTuber made fun of him in some videos and said some mean things about him. So Palmer had his lawyers draft up a letter threatening to sue that YouTuber for defamation.
As you do.
What could go wrong?
When I saw this story first pop up, I was like, we haven't checked the mail in a long time. We could be being sued by Clive Palmer.
I check the mail.
Oh, good.
Not as often as I should. I found a check from 6 months ago that I had to call up and be like, hey, is we still good to cash this?
Oh, cool.
But yeah, nothing from Clive Palmer yet.
I was actually worried for a little bit.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, we'd basically forgotten about Clive Palmer, what with him being over on the whole other side of the world and all. But thanks to the Streisand effect, or Palmer effect, as it shall henceforth be known, he is back once again on our radar. Did he finish the ship, the Titanic II?
No, he did not.
Oh. Well, it turns out someone already coined the Palmer effect on UrbanDictionary.com like 12 years ago, way ahead of their time. Yeah. And they defined it as follows. When a man turns a hot girl into a lesbian just by talking to her a few times. Wait, what? That's what the Palmer effect is? Okay, well,
all right.
We need to reclaim it for Clive.
I mean, you can do multiple entries.
Yeah, I mean, it could also apply to Clive Palmer as well.
Yeah, I've never seen him speak to a woman. There might be a reason.
Yeah. Okay, if you're not Australian and you don't know who or what the fuck any of what we're talking about is, we must, of course, quickly recap the Clive Palmer life story.
And apologies to our Australian viewers if we get any of this wrong or miss something. There's a lot to it.
It's like a long game of telephone.
Yeah.
A lot gets lost in the Pacific.
Yeah, you're just so far away. Mm-hmm. Now, Clive Palmer made his first millions back in the 80s in the mining business, and over the years he's built up quite a successful mining empire, though perhaps a bit less successful for the hundreds of workers in Queensland who allegedly worked under dangerous conditions for years before all losing their jobs thanks to what sounds like some serious mismanagement. Also, Palmer's mining business sounds like they're responsible for a lot of serious pollution, just dumping fucking shit on the Great Barrier Reef. Fuck it.
God'll sort it out.
Yeah, he also loves using his supposedly struggling companies to make large political donations to his own political efforts, which seems illegal. I guess it's not, but we'll get to that in a minute. But what put Clive Palmer on our radar originally was his plans to build a full-size replica of the Titanic, which is just a weird thing to do if you really think about it.
Yeah.
And the Titanic was a monumental and completely avoidable tragedy. Thousands died in the cold at sea. Mm-hmm. It was a supposedly unsinkable ship that fucking sank on its very first voyage. Why are you trying to do that again? But I mean, yeah, sure, I guess the movie made it look glamorous. Is everyone only watching the first half of the Titanic movie?
I don't know. No, I only watched the second half because I like that guy hitting the propeller and going spinning all crazy.
Yeah.
But I can level with this sort of because, you want to see a piece of history recreated in the way that it was.
You want to right the wrongs.
Yes. Yeah, you want to... People would no doubt be very interested in maybe going on and checking out to see what the Titanic looked like.
Yeah, I mean, that's
first person,
cool.
Docked safely at a port.
Well, that's what China is literally building a permanently docked
there you go.
Titanic.
Does Clive Palmer know that modern cruise ships dwarf the Titanic in size? It's not even about how big it is.
I don't think he's worried about that. Also, his plan for the Titanic II, like the route, is London to New York, just like the original. But it's like, who the fuck is going to take a cruise ship from London to New York?
Yeah.
That's such a weird, people were only doing that because air travel was not, a thing yet.
Well, old people do it because they want to die on the ships. So they do the long...
Yeah.
Yeah.
They go across. Waters.
But the good news is, humans, we sorted out the iceberg problem.
Yeah.
Less icebergs now. It melts before it gets down there.
It's a lot safer out
there
path for ships now that there's no icebergs.
Well
done.
Is it safe that I could assume that something comically horrific would happen to this ship if it set sail? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Something even worse than
But
before.
twice as stupid.
Yeah.
Anyways, the Titanic II project had been in development since 2012, and for a while it seemed to have completely stalled thanks to the fact that it was largely being funded by Palmer's other companies, which ended up going massively into debt. But almost exactly a year ago, the Titanic II website issued a press release saying that work was back on, thanks to a lucrative lawsuit won by one of Palmer's mining companies against the Chinese government.
Get him.
So he's literally facing off against the Chinese to build a replica of the Titanic.
Yeah, he really doesn't like the Chinese.
It's the dumbest version of the space race I've ever seen. We're going backwards now.
Yeah.
Oh. Anyways, Titanic fans rejoice. It's coming eventually, maybe. But hey, worst case scenario, there's another completely separate Titanic II being built in China. Unlike the Palmer one, it's not really a functioning ship, like Elliot said. It's just a building that looks like it. So you don't have to worry about it sinking. Although, again, I still think something comically horrific could happen to anything that resembles the Titanic.
I wouldn't mess with it.
Yeah.
Like, that shit's cursed. It's cursed.
Leave it be.
I went to the fucking Titanic Museum in Belfast when I was in Ireland last year. And I hadn't previously appreciated just the scale and amount of fucking work that went into building this ship over the course of years. Just absolutely like monumental achievement for the city of Belfast. Like they were employing like thousands of people there. And it's just thinking from their perspective. You're like, all right, there it goes. There it goes. All of our work finally, and it's gone. Fuck.
Ah, shit. My life's work just ruined.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah. The Titanic isn't the only historically doomed mode of transportation Palmer has tried to bring back. He seems obsessed with it, actually. At least with the Titanic, we don't associate all cruise ships with that tragedy, but the same is not true for Zeppelins, which fell completely out of style thanks to the Hindenburg disaster. Nevertheless, in 2010, Clive Palmer announced plans to bring Zeppelins back with a new company called Zeppelin International. And he was very clear about pointing out that they'd be using helium, not hydrogen, so it's safe. And this is a thing that played out exactly in this way on the show Archer.
Yeah, there's a whole episode about that.
But Palmer's Zeppelin business, it never really got off the ground.
Did it, bap, boop, bap.
The real Clive Palmer crown jewel, though, it's not the Titanic II or his failed Zeppelin project. It's Palmersaurus.
Yes.
A real-life Jurassic Park.
Wow.
Now, that might be overselling it because Palmersaurus, it totally sucked ass. But at least it existed.
Yeah, he went for it.
Back in 2011, Clive Palmer bought a pretty nice resort that had previously hosted the Australian PGA Championship and inexplicably decided that what that piece of land needed more than anything in the world was giant, shitty dinosaur robots.
Like, that's leadership.
You got it.
I'm sure 100 people were like, Clive, no, what the fuck are you doing? This is a nice resort for classy people. They don't want fucking dinosaur robots all over the place.
You got to give it to him. The man may be dumb, but he is ambitious.
Yeah.
And he has followed through on at least one of his crazy ideas.
I talked about this on the Tech News Day this week, but like every successful person, all they have in common is like they're all absurdly ambitious. They have no self-doubt, and that's the difference between them and us. Is like we think about doing something, we're like, no, I can't do that. I'm dumb. I'm actually not good at a lot of things.
Yeah.
These people, they look at it and they're like,
I can make that happen.
Not only will I do it, I will successfully convince everyone I talk to along the way to give me money to do it.
Well,
anyway, Palmersaurus was marketed as being a family attraction, worth traveling long distances for. But it was basically a roadside attraction that took 20 minutes maximum to see all of. It's kind of shit they temporarily put in the nice mall during summer when Santa's not there. Basically ended up being the downfall of this once prestigious resort, single-handedly. The dinosaurs, they came back and they ruined this beloved resort.
Again, just another ironic thing in his, like another ironic feather in his cap.
Yeah. It did play out exactly like Jurassic Park. The dinosaur robots, they were right up next to a bunch of hotel rooms, just blasting loud animal noises at all hours of the day, which, wouldn't you know, a lot of guests didn't like that. And the crown jewel, a life-size T-Rex named Jeff, right next to the golf course. Like, pretty much on the golf course.
He didn't even have the wherewithal to turn this into a mini golf course that would have actually been epic?
That's the thing. It would have. Like, as an actual like amusement park, this looks like shit.
Yeah.
But that's what your standards for amusement parks are high.
Exactly.
If you just put some putt-putt holes in it, and like, this is fucking awesome. Wow, look at all the work they put into this putt-putt.
I'm convinced that Clive Palmer is just a huge film buff. And he wants to really recreate all the biggest hit movie pieces of all time.
And he lives in Australia. Why doesn't he make a Mad Max theme park? That'd be tight.
That'd be fucking awesome,
Come
actually.
on, Clive.
What the hell? Does he not even know that the United States has dozens of these kinds of attractions?
Yeah. I mean, all his mining operations.
Cabazon. We had a 90-minute drive. We can go see these dinosaurs.
Yeah. It's true.
Yeah.
But his mining operations, he is helping Australia become the Dust Bowl situation in the map.
He's recreating the Dust Bowl. Yeah. Everyone remembers that real fun moment in American life.
You know that fun picture everyone loves of that woman with her 2 babies, and they're don't know where they're gonna eat and shit. It's just everyone's favorite picture. We're gonna make that a theme park. So anyway, yeah, the life-size T-Rex, Jeff, just on the golf course. That was such an eyesore that the PGA took their business elsewhere the following year. They had been having their biggest tournament there at the Palmer Resort, and they did it once with the T-Rex and all the shots. And
all right, fine, we'll do it here.
We're a serious, I'm sorry, we're gonna look elsewhere next time.
Yeah.
So they lost that. The resort eventually lost so much money that they'd blown on dinosaurs that it was no longer in business except for its condo units. I'm sure those people were not too pleased with how this all turned out. They bought a condo unit on a nice country club resort thing, and now everything else is boarded up, and it's just them.
And the dinosaurs.
Yeah, just them and the no longer screeching dinosaurs because the power's off. Anyway, in addition to mining, cruise ships, Zeppelins, and hotels, Clive Palmer's failed businesses also include a professional football team, Gold Coast United, which he managed so poorly that it folded as an organization after just 3 seasons. He then tried and failed to start his own independent football league.
Just like Vince McMahon.
That one did not even get off the ground.
It's another good thing. It's another thing that rich people are very good at. Ruining previously sustainable businesses.
Yeah. With the football team, he, I guess with sports in Australia, if your attendance is past a certain amount, you have to put money down for public transportation.
Yeah.
So he limited attendance at his games to just below that.
Yeah.
But it looked ridiculous because he was playing in existing arenas where they just shut down entire sections of it. It looked like shit. And it had
that makes me smart.
Yeah, and it had the effect of lowering attendance way further than he wanted, to the point where it's not even a quarter full. Genius.
Yeah, real galaxy brain shit. I'm gonna save $5 by losing $10.
Yeah. Big brain.
Anyways, a few years back, Clive Palmer discovered the internet. And
the what?
Oh, well, you telling me? Anyways, we've already got off track way too much in the show. I could sit here and do Clive Palmer impersonations for an hour, but I won't. Yes, he discovered the internet and somewhat successfully rebranded himself as a boomer meme lord. And checking in on his Facebook and Twitter accounts, that appears to still be the case.
At least on Facebook. Twitter, not so much.
The one successful thing he's done.
He's kind of doesn't use Twitter much anymore. It's weird.
Sad. The overwhelming majority of Palmer's memes feature himself, and we have no idea where these memes come from. It's basically impossible that this man is actually photoshopping any of this himself, so maybe he has a team of Zoomers doing it for him.
Zoomers! Zoomers, I need a meme!
Get in here! He's just like the bad guy in Fury Road. Morton Joe.
Morton Joe's meme game.
Yeah.
I mean,
he floods the town with memes. Someone make that meme. He'll love it. This twerking footage of him, that's all him.
Yeah.
That is 100% Palmer. We're also pretty sure it's him writing his poetry because, yes, he writes poetry and it sucks. Here's some examples. Licking lips, swelling hips, nips, tips, Elvis, sips, rips, Bangkok.
Oh, cool.
Another one. Fried rice, fried lice. It's not nice. Don't think twice. Have a vanilla slice. Okay, one more. Green roses, purple oceans, yellow feelings, quiet thunder, loud ants, awkward. Did I nail the accent?
Yeah,
cool.
It's like he's here in the room, taking up all the air.
Yeah.
So yeah, it looks like Palmer isn't doing much poetry anymore these days, fortunately.
I peaked.
I've released everything I wanted to release. It's all out there.
Mm-hmm.
But he did release a mobile game back in January called Clive Palmer Humble Meme Merchant, which is apparently absolute trash, just low-effort garbage. And it mainly serves to advertise his political party.
Yeah.
Because there was an election in Australia last May, and you bet he was involved in that. But yeah, let's talk about the politics stuff now, because of course he's deeply involved in politics, or at least tries to be. He set up his own political party, the Palmer United Party, or PUP, in 2013.
Yes, you can pet the pup.
He spent more than any other party by a long shot, and won just 1 House seat and 2 Senate seats, the House seat being Palmer himself, who won by just 53 votes in his district. During his term, he was the most absent member of parliament in all of Australia, only showing up 64% of the time his first year and 54% of the time his second year. And at one point, he went a full 7 months without even setting foot in his own district. Because he lives in a nice part of town. He's like, why would I go over there? I mean, they're my people. Just tweet me.
Yeah.
I'm on there a lot.
Unsurprisingly, the Palmer United Party imploded, with various members jumping ship and Palmer deciding not to run for re-election in 2016. But less than 2 years later, he decided to give it a second shot. His new party is the United Australian Party, and Palmer ran for a Senate seat representing Queensland. His branding this time around was pretty on the nose. Make Australia great, because we've sucked forever.
Make Australia great for the first time. It was never great.
We're going to do it.
But we're going to make it great.
The party spent $60 million on campaigning and ran candidates in every House of Representatives seat. But in the election in May, they failed to win even a single seat. So anyways, that all brings us to now. We've established why, in many ways, to many people, Clive Palmer is a bit of a joke. And as such, people are going to joke about him in real life, on the telly, and on the internet, as we've done for minutes
today.
Now. One such person who did all this is YouTuber Friendly Jordies, who did some videos during election season about why Clive Palmer sucks. And that YouTuber has now been threatened with a defamation lawsuit over all of it.
So at this point, we'd recommend just going and watching Friendly Jordies' video about the situation, because it's a pretty good video, and he actually knows what he's talking about when it comes to Clive Palmer, unlike us, who are on the other side of the planet. But basically, Clive Palmer and his lawyers are not happy about some of the names that Friendly Jordies called Clive Palmer in a video earlier this year. Names like Fatty McFuckhead, Dense Humpty Dumpty, Nutty Turd who pretends to be Australian, Crackpot, a walking meme, and so on.
You know, I think he'd probably enjoy the walking meme one.
And it was listed. He did not enjoy it. That was listed in the complaint.
Only I can call myself a meme.
I literally made a video game where I am walking as a meme. But don't you dare call me a walking meme.
Now get to Gastown.
He was also really mad about various comical photoshops featured in the video, including Clive Palmer as a tiny baby, because he is, in fact, not actually a tiny baby.
He's a big old man.
How dare you insinuate otherwise? Friendly Jordies did go ahead and take down his original video because it did feature some minor inaccuracies, and, you know, you got to cover your ass. But his new video absolutely doubles down on not only calling Clive Palmer all the same derogatory nicknames, but also explaining in great detail all the reasons why he strongly feels that Clive Palmer is a fatty McFuckhead. It's a great video. I learned a lot. This guy, he's good at doing the YouTube thing. His videos are, his editing is great. I'm like, fuck, this took a while. Because I
put in the effort.
I edit videos sometimes, and this guy did a whole lot of it.
Yeah, he also makes a pretty great case for why these legal threats are bullshit. To successfully sue for defamation, you need to be able to prove that a person's public standing has been lowered by the defamatory remarks. And how can Clive Palmer prove that when he's been getting roundly shit on by most of Australia for the last decade or so? This isn't new.
Not even just Australia. I mean, John Oliver did a whole fucking thing about him last, this year.
Yeah, well, we don't know the Australian legal system at all. So maybe Palmer has a case. But despite all the memes, Palmer definitely doesn't seem to understand internet culture, because this kind of thing is great for a YouTube channel. Getting sued by one of the richest men in your country for making fun of him is some serious internet clout. And if anyone is making the public's opinion of Clive Palmer worse, it's Palmer himself. He's got a great track record of doing that. He, like many celebrities, somehow doesn't understand the Streisand effect, so he keeps digging that hole. Threatening to sue someone for being mean to you is only going to attract more attention to the mean things that person's saying about you. That's pretty much standard. Anyways, I guess we'll see if this actually turns into a real lawsuit. But in the meantime, Friendly Jordies is selling some pretty sick shirts that say Clive Palmer is a fatty McFuckhead with an asterisk, making it clear that that is not a statement of fact.
Smart. And in a weird, it's, you know, what goes around comes around. I was like, oh yeah, I wonder how much it costs to send one of these shirts to America.
$100.
Like, does not ship to the United States.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, now I know how all you people feel anytime literally anything goes on sale. It's a lonely life out there in Australia.
We'll send care packages one day.
Someday. Before we get to the headlines part of the show, it's time for a word from this week's sponsors, starting with honey. 9 times out of 10, shopping online beats going to the store. No driving, no crowds, no showing up, only to find that what you want is out of stock. But also, 9 times out of 10, you're overpaying when you shop online, unless you use Honey. Honey is a free browser extension that saves you money everywhere that you shop online. Honey finds coupon codes and other discounts across the web and applies them to your cart automatically, so you can be sure that you're getting the best possible deal.
You'll be surprised at how much money you end up saving. The average Honey user saves about $126 per year, so think about all the avocado toast that you'll be able to afford, maybe even a mechanical dinosaur.
Wow.
Over 10 million people are already saving with Honey. Honey has over 100,000 5-star reviews in the Google Chrome store, and Time Magazine calls Honey basically free money. There's no real reason not to use it. It's free. It installs in your computer in just 2 clicks. It's going to save you money so you can treat yourself to something nice. Get Honey for free at joinhoney.com/weird. That is joinhoney.com/weird. I just used it today and got a discount on a rental car for Thanksgiving.
Nice.
Real world use.
And this episode is sponsored by Raycon. In these post-headphone jack times that we live in, everyone needs a great pair of wireless earbuds. But before you go dropping hundreds of dollars on a pair, you need to check out the wireless earbuds from Raycon. We've been using Raycon's E50 earbuds for the last few months for travel, exercise, and not annoying our wives and people around us with our shitty taste in music. And it's kind of shocking how great they sound and how comfortable they fit, especially considering Raycon earbuds start at about half the price of most other premium wireless earbuds on the market.
Yeah, unlike some of your other wireless options, Raycon earbuds are both stylish and discreet with no dangling wires or stems. And of course, they don't just look great, they sound great too. Raycon offers their wireless earbuds for everyone in a range of fun colors and at an unbeatable price. We genuinely do love our Raycon earbuds. We use them pretty much every day. I took a little break when I was in Greece, but now that just means more exercising.
Pop
the next
those
couple
buds
of weeks.
back in.
Stop making fun of me. We can't recommend these enough. They're actually a great product. Go to buyraycon.com/weeklyweird to get 15% off your order of Raycon wireless earbuds. If you've been eyeing a pair, now's the time to get it. Go to the link. Both links are in the description below. Thank you for sponsoring these episodes. And let's get into some headlines, starting with...
I'll let you do this one.
Oh, it's a fun one. I enjoy it very much. Budapest residents kept awake after Rammstein song blares all night from new stadium.
So they were testing their speakers.
So they're building a new gigantic stadium.
Like, let's really open these speakers up. Let's really test these babies out.
Yeah.
I got some loud music here. Let's listen to some Rammstein.
And it was just one song. It was Deutschland.
Which is it's like 6 minutes long, but
here's the weird part. I don't understand the technical glitch that happened. Because you would think you'd just be able to cut power to it, but a technical glitch happened. So the song played on repeat for hours throughout the night.
Yeah, I don't understand it either. But
the stadium official they released an official apology to the residents.
It's like just a shitty neighbor situation, but on a citywide scale.
Yeah. Great
unless
publicity
you're
for Rammstein.
Yeah, unless you're a big Rammstein fan, then
stadium tour next year in Europe. No U.S. dates though, sadly.
Too much safety, too much regulations. We need to get rid of all the regulations that stop pyromaniac metal bands from performing in our country.
Yeah, like Great White.
If they want to light the room on fire, let them do it.
No, they put on a great show, and it's very safe. I saw them in Las Vegas a year or 2 ago. Fantastic.
Las Vegas lets you do it.
They'll let you do anything.
Speaking of music, Tekashi 6ix9ine is expected to enter witness protection. Now, he's not. He has clarified since then that he isn't, but just the thought of him trying to
No, I'm Mr. Thompson.
What are you talking about?
Hello, Mr. Thompson.
I work for UPS. I've got 2 kids. I have a bachelor's degree in communications. And I have tattoos all over my entire body, including my face.
Oh, no, Tekashi 6ix9ine, no. Big fan of his, though. Very creative. Love all the music.
People have told me I look like him.
Yeah, I got the tattoos and everything. Truly one of the most brilliant songwriters of our time. And what an attractive man.
Yeah.
But no, that's not me. That's my name is Jack Thompson, UPS man.
He says they offered it to him, but they're like, we're not going to pay for the tattoo removal. That's on you. Yeah. Then he's like, nah. Once I finish out my short sentence, now that I've snitched on fucking everyone.
Yeah, he told everyone about Donald Trump's Ukraine quid pro quo thing.
He is the whistleblower.
Yeah, he is.
He's like, I'm going to go back I'm going to restart my rap career when I get back. I'm like,
I don't know about that.
I don't know about that.
Where? In Kansas?
Yeah.
No.
You're going to have a lot of people coming for you.
Because he's a snitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, good luck to you.
Suspicious package. Man accused of shoplifting, but suspicious bulge in his trousers was just his 10-inch penis.
This is like some other thing.
And that man's name is John Hamm.
John Hamm's got a big ham.
He's got a fucking hammer in his
This is like
hands.
a tabloid headline, but the headline's fucking hilarious. But the juice here is the Sun newspaper got the guy and his wife to like come and do a photo shoot of him like.
With it hanging?
Yeah, well, not naked, but like he does have a gigantic bulge, and it's like his wife's holding like a ruler, being like, "That's right, ladies, he's mine, and he's got a big old dick."
He's got a real kidney scraper.
But also the store that accused him of shoplifting, they're like, he looked like he was shoplifting. We didn't ask to like see anything in his pants. He just whipped his penis out immediately as soon as we cornered him.
Turns out he's doing it all over town.
Yeah.
And that man's name, Willem Dafoe. Also, huge penis.
Yeah.
They had to use a stunt penis in Antichrist because his was ridiculously big, they said.
Yeah.
Unbelievably big.
Yeah.
Ginormous.
There's an old video of him dancing like this on some old stage performance he did in the 70s, and it's like, whoosh, whoosh, whoosh.
Watch out.
Yeah. Take your eye.
Willem, did you steal something today? No, it's just my
long dog.
my abnormally large penis.
My 10-inch dick.
Yeah.
Disneyland Paris visitor on bad LSD trip falls into Adventureland Lake, turns up naked after 130-person search.
Where was he hiding?
They don't know.
Disneyland usually has shit locked down. I don't know how things are in Paris.
This was after dark.
Ooh.
So it was like, they're open for a few hours after dark. This guy and his girlfriend, they take acid. He falls off Tom Sawyer Island or whatever.
Yeah.
Disappears. And then later on, somehow they found him like naked, like miles away, walking down a street somewhere. Obviously, he's still tripping balls.
Yeah.
So, not a great trip to Disneyland.
Well,
not great.
People do too many psychedelics at Disneyland.
Yeah, why don't you just chill?
Yeah, too many people. It's not going to make you feel good.
Nah,
also, you shouldn't do psychedelics around kids.
Yeah.
Bad idea. But, well, you see what happens, so don't do it.
In fact, you shouldn't even be allowed to go to Disneyland unless you have a child or are a child.
Or one of those Blue Lives Matter Mickey Mouse heads on the back of your truck.
Yeah, obviously the police should get to go to Disneyland.
And you have the stickers that say "My Family" and it has you and the kids, and then like an AK and AR and shotgun and all that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how you let people know that you're a
real fan.
Yeah.
A walrus defending her cubs sank a Russian Navy boat in the Arctic Ocean.
Never occurred to me, but yeah, that does make sense. The walruses would be quite dangerous.
And territorial.
What with their giant fucking teeth.
Yeah, they popped it open like a can.
Yeah, so they took out a whole Russian vessel.
Did you see the?
It was like just a little pontoon boat.
All the fake North Korea parody account thing that was just like, update, still no walrus attacks. They kept doing a whole thing about walrus attacks this week.
Oh, I did not see that.
It was pretty great.
But yeah, I mean, I'm sure someone at the U.S. Department of Defense is like walruses.
We need walruses. Weaponized walruses.
Everyone always thinks about bears and sharks. You don't stop thinking either land or water. Think in between.
Yeah.
The walrus is both a land animal and a water animal.
I'd like to present to the staff the humble walrus with his mustache and his tusks. He looks friendly. Wait till you get him around a boat, though.
Yeah.
He's like a goat in a tin can.
You take a family of walruses out there, and then you pick up one of the cubs and you just throw it over at the enemy.
Yeah.
They're like, your cub's over there. And the walrus is going to just rampage. He's going to destroy everything in its path.
You drop the walrus with a little parachute from the plane, and the mom one goes after it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Perfect. What could go wrong?
We're
fighting fun wars these days.
Yeah, our wars are fun.
Car crashes into Sears store, drives through Illinois Mall.
Did you see this video?
No, but I'd imagine it looks exactly like the Blues Brothers movie.
Yeah, there's even someone on Twitter who added that
music. We're on a mission from God.
Yeah, some dude sounds like he was having some sort of mental breakdown. Just like this video. First of all, hilarious because malls. No one goes to malls anymore. The mall is like empty already.
Yeah,
there's just like 4 people who, for whatever reason, are like, stop driving. Oh God, he's coming our way. Get out of the way. Stop! What are you doing? Stop driving in the mall.
Yeah.
Yeah, he really, I don't know, I love watching shit like this. I watched another video on like Reddit of like some builder who didn't get paid, he got stiffed on his payment, and then just like destroyed the entire thing he built with some fucking building equipment.
Perfect.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
I love this. I love shit like
Did the driver build the mall? Was he involved in the construction back in the 70s or something?
They haven't been able to figure out what did it. It sounds like he just snapped and drove his SUV into a mall.
He was trying to get people interested in his blues show that he was going to throw.
And it's probably, if I had to guess, the mall.
And he was fighting the KKK. That's the important point that they leave out.
Yeah, Illinois Nazis. Yeah. They're the worst.
Mm-hmm. Go watch the Blues Brothers movie is a goddamn gem.
That movie
I'm not
holds
a big fan
up so
of the
fucking well.
The
Blues Brothers 2000 is terrible. Pretend it doesn't exist.
I'm saying the director of the Blues Brothers movie.
Oh, absolutely terrible person.
Yeah, just a bad person.
Even worse children.
Yeah.
Yeah. The director is, in my opinion, a murderer. But
we separate the artist from the art.
This was before the murder, and honestly, it's a Dan Aykroyd, John Belushi movie.
Yeah, truly.
The director, you don't need to know his name.
You don't even know anything about him.
You don't need to know anything about him.
Just watch the movie and enjoy it.
Mm-hmm. Pair of underwear belonging to Ava Braun sells at auction for more than $4,600.
The buyer, Clive Palmer. I just love history so damn much.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah,
it's probably just some fucking weirdo Nazi.
I'm going to recreate Hitler with the DNA found in these panties.
Yeah, it's illegal in a lot of places, or even places where it's not illegal. Most auction houses that are reputable refuse to sell any Nazi stuff because it's. But I think it should be legal. But I also think anyone who buys it should get immediately just put to the top of a list. Because who the fuck is buying Hitler's wife's panties? Why are you buying those panties? What are you doing?
They like
what
panties.
Kind of weird shit are you doing?
It's Clive Palmer. He saw Band of Brothers, and he was like, whoa, this Hitler guy's pretty crazy. What if I recreated Hitler?
You know how there was that movie about the war in World War II?
Yeah.
What if we did a theme park about that?
Yeah, it would be crazy, right?
Yeah.
But
first we need all the clothes that they wore back then.
Specifically the underwear.
Start at the bottom.
That's not, honestly, that's kind of a low price. I would assume it would go for higher.
Well, the other thing is there's most of this old fucking Nazi shit at this point.
Unverifiable?
Yeah, it's completely unverifiable.
Yeah.
Probably fake. Any fucking hoarder who's been in the same house for more than 50 years could probably go in their attic and find something they could sell as a historical item.
Yeah.
That's just some fucking trash.
Yes.
So it's very likely this person paid $4,600 for just someone's grandma's old underwear.
To look like a complete weirdo.
Yeah.
And kind of an asshole.
Still gonna jack off into it.
Weird.
Yeah.
Referee shot in the head by cannon during college football game. Is he okay?
He's fine. It wasn't a cannonball that hit him.
Yeah, they just stuff it with noise-making shit, right?
Well,
it just puffs out smoke and makes noise.
No, this was so they have that this school for whatever reason when they score a touchdown they fire off a cannon with blanks in it. But some alumnus, some fan, brought his own cannon, and he did it wrong. He put in the powder, but then he stuffed it with paper towels or something to keep it in there. But that just created a wad that hit this referee right in the fucking head.
Have you seen those little cannons people make? They're fucking insane and they're very loud.
Yeah.
This reminds me of when I was young, when they had just opened the new stadium for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They still do have a full-scale pirate ship there with cannons that go off every time they make a touchdown, and people sit right below it. And for for the first couple of games, they were getting complaints because it was absolutely fucking deafening. You can hear them from a mile away. Yeah. People are sitting right under them. They had to turn them down a little bit, as you do. But that's part of the experience.
Yeah.
Put all the deaf people under it. They don't care.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And final headline: German court rules hangovers are an illness.
Finally, they're very progressive over there.
Yeah. Well, the reasons for why they did this kind of lame. The government went after one of those drink companies selling a hangover drink. Yeah. And they're like, you're making medical claims. Mm-hmm. And the hangover company, they're like, a hangover isn't a medical thing where this is just some vitamins and shit. Everyone knows what a hangover is. Everyone knows but the court ruled that it actually was a medical thing, and now they're not allowed to sell hangover cures because a hangover has been officially recognized as a German illness.
Yeah. Well, they'll just change one letter and be dangover cure.
It'll just be called morning drink with a picture of a guy winking on it.
A drunk man's tonic.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, awake oil.
Yeah.
It's like snake oil, but
day after feel good juice.
Grandpa's cough syrup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's it. Be sure to check out new Weekly Weird News about...
no, it's new news dump. We're on Weekly Weird. It's been a long week.
Yeah, it has. New news dump about Spidey-Man coming back to the Marvel.
And an episode about our old boss going to prison. So watch those if you haven't seen those. We'll be back very soon with a brand new podcast for our Patreon subscribers and supporters. So head to Patreon, find the tier that's right for you. I'm going to be making Elliot drink some pretty gnarly alcohol that I brought back from Greece on Monday.
Great.
But yeah, again, check out the videos over here. We'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.